This is all that remains of Osama al-Jaili's belongings after the Nile River flooded his home and his neighborhood in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. He says when he first saw the river rising 2 days ago, he thought he'd be able to save his home, but soon realized otherwise.
We put sandbags around the entrance of the house so it won't collapse. Then I went to help other homes much closer to the Nile, and when the water continued rising, I ran back to make sure my house wouldn't collapse. But it did, and we lost so much. I took my family to a relative's house, and now I'm trying to see what I can salvage.
Dozens of other homes have suffered similar damage, destroyed by the Nile River less than 5 kilometers away.
I took my kids out when my home got submerged in water. All our property and life savings have been destroyed by the flood.
I have lived here for many years, but this is the first time the flood has reached this height. It's caused a lot of damage. My house now has collapsed.
Meteorologists say the rise in the level of the Nile River is due to heavy rains in the south of the country. They also say climate change has increased the amount of annual rainfall. Flash floods have killed scores of people since the start of the rainy season a month ago. Thousands of properties around the country have been destroyed. Hundreds have been displaced, some living in tents, others staying behind to guard what is left of their shelters. For many families who've lost their properties in the floods, the journey to starting over is one that will take some time. The country is going through an economic crisis with inflation soaring at 150%. And as families wait for the water levels to recede, they remain concerned about the potential spread of waterborne diseases such as malaria and cholera. Sudan's government says it expects more floods in the coming days as heavy rains continue to fall on the highlands of neighboring Ethiopia, the source of much of the Nile's water.
We expect an increase in the Nile level in all sections, especially from Khartoum going northwards. So we are urging those people on the banks of the Nile and its branches not just to be alert, but to help protect their areas and their villages and come together.
For Osama, the damage is already done. He's hoping the government now focuses on assisting those who've been affected by the floods so that they can get over the crisis and rebuild their lives. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.